I feel like I've seen that design of the dog before.
Yeah, like it doesn't look that different from other robotic pet designs, because
Yeah.
because it's the general outline. It's the general outline of how an animal would be in robot form, and the design is just robotic parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's a problem or not, depending on your point of view. But to me, it is kind of a problem. And where for creativity, all people do is like, we'll draw an outline of the normal dog. We'll sketch as if a lot of its body is connected through robot parts, and then that's all we're gonna do. And we'll probably change the color of it. But like other than that, it's just really a dog. Like nothing really different creatively to make it seem like more futuristic, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it just looks like if a dog had armor.
Like, what do you say on that? Do you not mind that, or would you prefer like just a different approach, and like, come on, be creative. It's your own world.
I can't blame them because, you need it to look like a dog for it to be familiar, but I am always curious, like, just like, I mean, it's a pet, maybe don't have a dog.
It's critical to get all the security systems running before Cobra attacks.
I know. We'll do our best.
Is she the only woman in G.I. Joe?
In this team, or in overall in this franchise?
In this show, in this team.
In this team, yeah, it's only her.
You know what? I figured since they're the good guys, they would have more women, and then the bad guys
Like
only have one.
diversity.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, it's just one each.
I say, now you mention it, it reminds me of what Mike from Red Letter Media said, in where like Star Trek, like how open-minded Star Trek was as a show and its ideologies and the message it's trying to say, but but for the longest time, for its different iterations, like the female characters, and we're always portrayed just like a typical. Like, I've seen some episodes already, and there's a part in where like a woman acts through emotion. I'm like, we can't do this. It's not the right thing. It doesn't feel right. And then and then I think it's Dr. McCoy, or Spock. One of them says, that's you see that? That's why there aren't many women officers around. I'm like, wait, whoa.
As I know, the show was written by men too. A lot of sci-fi is hard to go back to.
Just because of the sets and the quote unquote CGI they had to use, because there was no money back then.
There's a certain charm to it. It's mostly, I would say, the dialogue.
For you,
You ever listen to like one of those old sci-fi movies where they just spout like sci-fi gibberish?
oh, so you mean Star Trek Discovery?
Yeah, or even to the point where they get really into their own like philosophical meanderings. They just spit out big words and big words and big words, and you're just like, this isn't a conversation. You're just like on a soapbox, just like
Trying to sound smart.
yeah.
So Star Trek Discovery. That's all I'm hearing.
No! Keep aiming at the base! We're going to incinerate it! Increase the beam intensity!
Even Cobra Commander's staff, it looks like directly from a toy thing. They're like a handle. I'm gonna open it and something. An electric sword's gonna come out with it with like electricity, like what's it called? Like when electricity hits like those little white lines around it. The static. I think it's the static. But like, can you easily imagine a small laser sword coming out of his staff as soon as he like puts the head up?
Yeah.
We lost a lot of equipment when the base was destroyed. Good thing I uploaded my new design into the
Is that a gun? I heard like, that's what I heard.
Oh no, that's my dad got a soda.
It sounded like he was loading a gun. Like,
Well, that's good to know. A good a sound shortcut. We don't have a gun. Okay, well then
yeah,
we'll
we
get a
just
soda
fully,
can and just
yeah, fully.
We've made some adjustments to the beam's course. The impact will cause a seismic shock.
Oh, so this is their
producing a
plan.
huge fault line. The entire east coast will split from the mainland, producing the Cobra Coast.
We'll start not our own country.
You get what they're doing
this
now?
will be the most notorious real estate crime.
Isn't that what Luther tried to do in the first Superman movie?
I don't never saw it.
Oh, you never saw it, really?
Yeah, never saw any of the original Superman movies. Plus, I'm not
Oh,
gonna.
shit.
I'm not gonna. I know I want to, but ever since we started doing commentary checks, I'm like, no, what? That would be a perfect one to commentate over.
Also, I like how he got like a little bit of land off the country.
I call it the Sigma suit. Here, take a look. It seems like a normal bodysuit.
I remember this from class. Some country, I think it's China or another country. I can't remember, but they essentially made their own islands.
They made islands.
Yeah, I don't know the exact science behind it, but they essentially get like a whole bunch of ground and sand, and then mix it, and then it eventually becomes like a mass that eventually becomes an island. And I mean, obviously, it's not good because you're destroying the life aquatic there and all that nonsense, or not all that nonsense, all that stuff that's really really necessary.
Yeah.
It's got a nice ring to it.
Sounds cool to me.
I don't know how I'll figure out the command I need to overwrite this program. Maybe it's Cobra. Oh man.
Yeah, maybe it's Cobra. I don't know. It's a bit on the nose. Hey, what should we make the Wi-Fi password? Oh, I know, Cobra.
It's funny. Oh man, it reminds me of the bad joke from Doctor Strange. And we're like he's at the temple. Remember he says the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Like it was something stupid. What was it?
He gets like that fortune cookie paper. He goes like, "Oh, what is this? Some kind of magical spell?" And he goes, "No, it's the Wi-Fi password."
And he says like we may be sorcerers, but we're not animals or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, to me, I think Doctor Strange has the worst comedy of all the Marvel movies. Like it comes off so forced.
Yeah, I remember.
Like
I remember people laughed at that. And it was just like, huh.
Like the Beyonce line. Remember, like they're just talking, and I think he's trying to break the Asian guy to like laugh or crack a joke, and he says like,
Yeah.
and Cumberbatch says Beyonce. Like he just says that. See, nothing happens on screen, and then they don't do anything because they're expecting the audience to laugh and drown out the silence. Well, for me, I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
I shit you not, when I saw that movie and that joke appeared, that got the biggest reaction.